Okay, so I'm not even a Marvel fan, but the Blood Hunt series is gas. I would be a freaking idiot if I do not cover this story, so get your popcorn and let's get into it. Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel where we talk about comic stuff and stuff. And this is Marvel's Blood Hunt. I'm gonna be covering issue 1 to 3, so we could all just catch up and be going weekly as it drops, you feel me? Our story starts out with people who can control the shadows. All of them were going haywire at the exact same time, including heroes like Cloak. And all of a sudden, they explode. Their abilities cause the earth to be covered in darkness, perpetual darkness. And Wonder, who is now in the Avengers, comes on the scene to solve this issue. Iron Man asked her to fix it ASAP, but she can't. It's not something you could just fix like that with the wave of your hand. She's not a god. But it was already too late. The damage was done. The sun was gone. And you know what that means? From the darkness, like roaches, came the vampires. In a matter of hours, the earth was overrun. Death and screaming could be heard from around the globe. Humanity was dying. One place was safe though, and that was the territory of Doctor Doom, because Doom prepares. But for your everyday heroes like Spider-Man, they had to defend themselves. And we see that Blade had a plan. And if you know Blade, when it comes to vampire, he's the one in charge. The Avengers had already dispatched, taking care of enough vampires as they see fit, and the Avengers were effective. But like I said, Blade had a plan. And when Blade calls you during the vampire apocalypse, you come. Iron Man was the first on the scene, and the rest came after. When someone opened a portal and a truck came through, instantly their minds were scrambled. They were all screaming in pain, including Vision. We see that a new bunch of vampires have been created. And these vampires drink blood, yes, but they drink other things too, like thought, pain, stuff and stuff. I mean, some of them were even able to cut Thor. Do you know how hard that is? But they were smart. They went for the most dangerous people first. So Thor and Scarlet Witch. Iron Man was easy work. They just infiltrated his armor. And Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, well, she was handled differently. Her face was planted in the ground like a plant. These vampires were not regular vampires. They were stronger, faster. Even Thor, when he finally decided enough of this, I will take you down myself as a god. He got instantly impaled in the head with a spike. And Black Panther knew, alright, it's time to leave. Calling on the portal to save his friends, he went headfirst trying to stop and distract them, but they just plunged their hand directly into his chest. Captain America had to watch his friend T'Challa die. Thor was out of the fight. Black Panther was out of the fight, and so was the Scarlet Witch. But where was the person who called this meeting? Where was Blade? We see that he went straight for Doctor Strange and his wife, because these two working together, they will find a solution quick. He informed them that the Avengers were down and asked Doctor Strange if it was possible to kill every vampire on the planet, and Doctor Strange said yes. He knew deep down that Strange wasn't playing, but now they were very focused on finding the mastermind, not watching their back, because the mastermind was Blade himself. Blade had become the new vampire lord, and he was conquering this planet himself. Due to his tactical genius, he took out Thor, Scarlet Witch, and enslaved Black Panther. He was on top, right here, right now, sending his forces from the Forever City to go track someone down. We see what was happening in the city. Vampires were eating humans like lunch. It was grotesque, but there was someone defending the people, the daughter of Blade, and she was good. But she wasn't alone. She had the Lord of Darkness by her side, freaking Dracula himself. But before they could do any more, someone called their names. Hello, Dracula. Hello, Braille. Shit was about to pop off, and it was already popping off. Other street heroes had assembled together. Spider-Man, Moon Knight, and Tigress went straight to Doctor Strange for help because this was a magical issue. But an astral projection of Doctor Strange answered the door. Why? Well, Doctor Strange was now a corpse, but not just any corpse, a vampire corpse. He had to be imprisoned, but he was still the Sorcerer Supreme. Back in the alley with Dracula, though, we see the forces of Blade had assembled to take them, but the Avengers were not going to let that happen because now they were prepared. Vision instantly moved with such speed, grabbing the vampire that ate thought. While Captain Marvel, well, she went to work. Vision took Shorty to the freaking sun and she turned to ash, while Captain America destabilized the rest. Captain Marvel had knocked this vampire on his ass so hard his mask fell off and he was disgusting, and she was low-key horrified by his face. Iron Man was also prepared because Shorty couldn't get into his armor anymore. He was about to get stabbed in the back, but Vision came with the power of the goddamn sun. Captain Marvel also launched an attack, making a gaping hole in the shadow that blocked away the sun. They stood ready to do battle, and the vampires ran away because they couldn't face the sun. But the Avengers still needed help, so they all went to Doctor Strange. And Braille saw Miles. They were friends, but as soon as Miles saw her, he transformed, popping out his teeth, because Miles was the first person to meet Blade. He was the first person to be turned, and right now, he was losing composure. Dracula, on the other hand, had sent T'Challa to find something for him, and the Scarlet Witch took the opportunity to mock Blade because his forces came back defeated, and all of them had to drink the blood of a god to get back their strength. But right now, Miles was going crazy. He was trying to attack Braille, but Vision held him down. But Miles had electric abilities. He knocked Vision out. Thankfully, Doctor Strange's wife was here to hold him, and Doctor Strange was able to relieve him of the mind control because he was about to eat his friend, and that was a big no-no. Gaining control, he remembered what Blade told him. He was supposed to kill his daughter right here, right now. And Doctor Strange told Miles not to feel bad. He wasn't the first to be betrayed. But at this moment, we realized that Braille doesn't know what's happening. She doesn't know her father, the sworn protector of humanity, was about to be humanity's doom, leading an army of bloodsuckers like a freaking plague, killing everyone. And her destiny is to kill him, because at his power level, I'm pretty sure only one of his own blood can take his life. That is why he sent Miles to handle her. But as soon as she heard this, she said, nope, I ain't killing my daddy. She took off. They had to catch her though, and Miles offered himself to go track her down because he was her friend. But Dracula was not going to let the only ticket to get his throne back escape. But right now, the Avengers had to save the world. Iron Man and Captain Marvel asked Captain America to send a message to the world. Give them hope. And this hope was also supposed to drag out Blade, bring him to the open. And Captain America knows how to inspire hope. And Blade didn't like this at all. How dare him? How dare him give hope to the people? He will suffer. Black Panther, who is currently under Blade's control, saw his boy's speech and he was happy. That's my boy. You tell him, Sam. I mean, he was so proud of Captain America. Anyways, after the speech, Captain Marvel said it was perfect because she knew Blade. Blade was cool, but this being was not Blade because he was pissed off. He wanted humanity's hope crushed. So he went forth, calling forth his boys and summoning a big, gigantic, blood-red fortress to the middle of New York City to inspire fear and let humanity know this is the end of days.